Yep, we're live. All right,
Hey,
everybody. Yeah, doing a bit of a crazy stream, bit of an odd time and that, but Captain
it
wanted
is.
to do a stream because he wants to call out some sign heads and that shit. So I'm like, all right, I'll set up the stream and with your thumbnail, yeah, which you did, which I was saying, yeah, pretty good drawing and that. Yeah, I think
Thank
you
you.
wanted to talk about Tony's being sacked. I
Yeah, not Tony. This is
right.
Troy, another Doomcock sucker. But I'll let you finish the intro and then I'll get going. Let me just, I'll be there in a minute.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
just finish my sandwich.
Yeah, so I thought, all right, well, I'll set up a stream and that, which I did, and it's going to be one of them where it's like, yeah, let the captain go ahead and yes, what he has to say, because I'm not even sure exactly what's going on, but I thought I'll let the captain have his rant or whatever he wants to
Rock
do.
and roll. All right. Shall I get started?
Oh, he's still eating, so well,
All
so
right.
yeah,
Give me 30 more seconds. Cheese.
yeah, so yeah,
Oh.
got a stream started and that, so I'll be in the background and that, talking if anything happens and conversation. But as I say, mostly I might not know exactly because I don't know who the fuck this dude is and that shit. And so depending on fucking what the story is and that, if it's once again some side cunt that doesn't fucking understand fucking Total Recall's not a dream, I'll be fucking wanting to rant.
Actually, I didn't get around to asking them about Total Recall because they were too busy fucking up Blade Runner. And I hastened to. In fact, I'll just get onto the rant now. Got me.
Yeah, it's
Right,
two
here we go
minutes.
then.
Yeah.
So, as usual, I've got no notes, but yeah, it's not the content of the discussion because, of course, Total Recall, folks, is the one movie that Jens and I and DVB all agree on. But other movies, there's differences of opinion. But like with Timelines and Back to the Future, even when Jens and I, or DVB and I, or DVB and Jens disagree, we can respect each other's views and the logical thinking that leads to those views. Where this guy, Troy, hasn't got a clue about Blade Runner, the issue was that he made that one of the most awful cliches, one of the biggest blunders you can make when discussing Blade Runner and the Deckard question is going, well, in the sequel, oh my fucking God, will you all stop talking about the fucking sequel that isn't canon, that was released 35 years after the original movie? And that's the problem, this pervasive myth, a double myth that some people like Troy, keep putting about that A, Blade Runner didn't answer the Deckard question. Yes, it fucking did. And B, that Blade Runner 2049 did answer the Deckard question. No, it fucking didn't. Because director Denis Villeneuve went on record in at least one interview that I have here, I've posted it on Twitter, where he specifically said, I've completely avoided the Deckard question. I'm not touching that with a fucking barge pole, which makes him a cunt in my book, because that's the entire point of having a sequel to Blade Runner, is to answer that question. And it doesn't matter even if Denis Villeneuve did say that he answered the Deckard question, which he didn't, because anyway, the movie isn't canon, because it's not based on a novel by Philip K. Dick. It's not based on a script by Hampton Fancher and David Peoples. It's not directed by Ridley Scott. And it was released 35 years later. It's a fucking piece of headcanon fan fiction. I hope everyone's clear on that fact. Any questions so far?
No.
Good. So now that we've established that those are the facts, that 2049 ain't canon, and even if it was, which it isn't, it doesn't answer the Deckard question, something said very clearly by Denis Villeneuve. But of course, that's not good enough for our good friend, I won't give you his name just to avoid embarrassing him, Troy Pacelli. He's out there. Go subscribe now. He needs the subs. Well, he needs the listeners. In fact, he's got about 1,500 subs and 6 listeners. Mathematics. That tells me one thing. Someone's buying subs. But as you know, Jens, you give some motherfucker a hat, a microphone, a shot of whiskey, and 6 live viewers, and suddenly they think they're a fucking genius. They think they're Siskel and Ebert, or indeed Barry Norman. So it's another one of those. He hasn't got a clue, but he decides to start abusing me and my views because he's got a microphone, and I'm down in the chat. Not anymore, Troy. Who's on the panel now? And he's trying to tell me, as I'm typing in the chat, that I'm merely voicing an opinion. Really, Troy? Have you heard of Scotty R37? He cannot stand people that conflate facts with opinions and opinions with facts. I'm one of the few people on YouTube that really is not interested in discussing opinions, just facts about fiction. An opinion is, how much do you like Blade Runner? Do you fancy Rachel? Do you think she's tasty? Those are opinions. A fact is whether Deckard's a replicant, even though it's a fact about a work of fiction. And an unresolved, unagreed upon fact, but it's still a fact. We just need to find out what it is. So the sequel's not canon, Troy, and don't tell me that I'm giving you opinions. That's just a fact. You just need the first movie. And then, having agreed, once we agree, or if only we had been able to agree, Troy, that we're just talking about Blade Runner, we didn't even get to have a discussion about which version of Blade Runner, because famously, a lot of people, whether they think Deckard is a human or a replicant, agree that each director's cut, well, there's basically 3 versions, 7 edits, but 3 releases of Blade Runner, 82 original, director's cut, and final cut. And each version trends more towards replicant. But then, well, the point is that there's more than one version, but we didn't even get to have that conversation because Troy here was completely stuck on the idea of Blade Runner 2049 being canon, which, as I've just pointed out, it absolutely isn't. So that was the original argument. But yeah, I wasn't really into being patronised by someone on the panel just because I was on the chat, not on the panel. So I continued the debate on Twitter, where Troy and I are equals. And I added Troy in my discussions, so I wasn't slagging him off. I was talking to him.
Yeah. You can't be talking behind someone's back if you're atting them.
Exactly. And I left a comment on his video, and being aware that it's a YouTube channel that he's trying to grow, I didn't go in slagging him off. I made a joke. I said, your opinions on Blade Runner are cute. And he wrote back going, no, they're obtuse. And he said, well, your views on Blade Runner aren't very cute. So then I thought, oh, that's it. He's clearly got the ump. So you know me, once someone's got the ump, that's it. I went nuclear and I wrote a slightly longer sentence, just basically, I don't even know what I wrote. Shut the fuck up, cunt. No, not that much.
Well, that's why I don't fucking go anywhere near these side cunts channels. I know most of them are the fucking use. It's like half of them haven't even seen the films. They're just going off on what fucking the read in fucking articles.
Probably. I like to think he's seen Blade Runner. Maybe he hasn't. I mean, but then he did another show today and he started off by pointing out that he does get into arguments with people, and he got into a big argument with someone about whether not Total Recall, whether Bruce Willis barefoot in a building. What's that one called?
Oh, Die Hard.
There you go, Die Hard, exactly. Whether that's a Christmas movie, which for my money is one of the most tedious, nothing burger, non-topics of a discussion you can have. I mean, what is a Christmas movie? Anyway, whatever. So that's his startup, or his starting point. And then he basically started slagging me off. So he didn't invite me on the show. He didn't tweet me to let me know that he was going to be talking about me. He just started slagging me off on his channel. And then he did the thing that Tony does. He slagged me off without naming me. I mean, he said 2 days ago, I got into an argument with some limey about Blade Runner. So it's absolutely 100% sure that he was talking about me and nobody else. But he refused to. Yeah, it was 100%, not 99%, 100% definite he was talking about me. But he refused to give me not only the dignity of an invitation so I could clap back at his bullshit, but to even acknowledge who I fucking am. So that's why I'm making it very clear, Troy Pacelli, I'm talking to and about you, pal. And next time you decide to slag me off on your channel, at least have the dignity of fucking telling them who I am.
Roy Pacelli. It sounds like he's a fucking mafia fucking.
Well, that could be stereotyping. Although, having said that, yeah, I think in his picture he looks like a low-grade mook, doesn't he?
Yeah, and like, what is? Has he got a Full Manchu fucking tash, or was he eating some fucking pizza or something?
He's got one of those pretentious hipster beards without much of a mustache. It is a little bit slim, and yeah, nice hat as well. I guess it's not quite a bowler, is it? But yeah, so Mr. Big Shot, Mr. Big Mouth, Mr. 6 listeners, but wants to expand his channel. Well, you're not going to do that by slagging me off without even giving me a name check, are you, Troy? Let alone actually getting onto the conversation. And of course, and he's blocked me on Twitter as well. So,
fucking. That's what I say. Most of these fucking sign-head bitches, their arguments are as weak as fuck. So any fucking slight fucking comeback on their fucking they don't want to know. Back in the
they don't like the pushback. They don't like it up in the ears.
Yeah.
So that's basically what happens. So, as you know, the moment someone blocks me, that's just a free license for me to then start slagging them off and talking about them. You're famous now, Troy. Happy now. We're not famous, but infamous. Internet infamous. And on top of all that, he then said, oh, and as well as that, I've heard a couple of things about the captain. I'm paraphrasing. I was too busy fighting the tears to really pay attention by that point. But this is a classic example of something that sounds like an accusation, but is actually, Troy, a confession, because he's basically admitted that he's then gone into a background, off-air, backstage whisper network, basically comparing notes with other people, presumably someone like Anti-Derivative Jill, because he's a Doomcock sucker, because he started defending Doomcock with the rumours. I did a rumours tweet, which is really to get your attention, because you like rumours, I don't. But he started going,
well, the thingy rumour turned out to be true, didn't it, with the Fantastic Four?
Really? Oh, there you go. Even a stopped clock gives the right time twice a day, Doomcock sucker. But yeah, so Troy's basically part of the Doomcock sucker crew, which even Scotty is smart enough not to be part of. Jill? Because we like independent thinking over here, not basically doffing our cap to some kind of masked up fatty.
Yeah, we had some good rumours.
Amazing rumours, taken with a cup of salt, of course, because they might be bullshit.
Well, it's one of them where they can't always be true rumours, because fucking obviously,
otherwise you call them facts, wouldn't you?
Well, there's going to be that stage where they hear that Doomcock's doing a rumour, and so then they will totally fucking, if the rumour's right, then they'll totally make sure they change it so it makes Doomcock look like his rumours are wrong.
Exactly. But we managed not to actually argue too much about the rumours. I got around it because he was saying, well, it's regarding Kathleen Kennedy getting fired, that rumour, it's a rumour that should be true. Yeah, well, rumours aren't. Hello, welcome to Doomcock's Things That Should Be True. Today, no more income tax.
No, it wasn't all true. She said she might be getting fired. He never said she was getting fired.
Yeah, I know, we've covered that. That's why I started.
Her job was on the line. And if it wasn't for them sign-head bitches watching all that fucking Andros shit and fucking Sobi Kenobi and fucking Ahsoka and all that, she would have fucking probably still been there, but at least it'd have been more harder for her to stay. But
didn't she want to go out on a high, and now that and/or is done quite well, is that not the high that she can go out on? But anyway, this isn't about Kathleen Kennedy, because I don't give a
males,
fuck.
Isn't it?
I don't give a fuck about the.
Yeah, she wanted to go out on a high on a female-led fucking series.
Well, that's not going to happen, is it?
No.
Well, then she's going to be stuck at Disney Lucasfilm forever, isn't she?
Yeah. Well, it's one of them where, like, say you had a real shit cook in your kitchen.
Yeah.
But all these
I like analogies.
Yeah, but all these side cunts were complaining about how shit the soup was, but there was fucking having 2 or 3 bowls every fucking day.
Oh, is this the Disney McDonald's analogy? Because I watched a video about Andor yesterday. Someone was going, well, Andor's like a high quality, but you've got McDonald's and someone's made you a nice steak. And everyone's going, well, we want steak every week, but this is a McDonald's, sir. No more corporate slop. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about Lucasfilm. I gave up on Star Wars years ago. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if they make Han Solo and the Planet of French Maids. There's nothing that's going to get me interested in Star Wars at all, ever. I don't care if they make a Star Wars porno. I'm just not interested. It's a toxic brand, Jens. I don't give a fuck about anything made by Lucas shit. I don't even want to watch Return. So the point is, and the other point about Troy Pacelli, Netta's Network, and the other bunch of fucking insincere,
don't say your
glory
second name
hunting
no more.
cocks.
Don't say
What?
second name because it's making me laugh too much.
All right, sorry, yeah,
Call him Soy
sorry.
Troy.
Let's not be less amusing.
Soy Troy. Call him Soy Troy.
Soy Troy. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with a name like that, that's why he's asking for all the sacking of Troy. And the other thing is something that got my hackles up immediately. Always beware the YouTubers that call complete strangers friends, brothers, and sisters. Oh, hi, listeners. Welcome to the Troy Soy Show. Welcome, everybody, where you're not just listeners, you're friends. You're not just friends, you're family.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, until you start pushing back on their bullshit, and then suddenly you get slagged off behind your back and then blocked on Twitter. Is that how you treat all your friends and family, Troy? Is it really? Then I'd hate to see how you fucking treat strangers and enemies. Hey.
Well, I think he needed to kiss his ring, like you have to do with all mob.
Why is he the Pope? Exactly. I'm not going to kiss anyone's ring. Well, one person, but she's not here.
Yeah.
And then to add insult to injury, I had it happen again just an hour ago with Professor Raquel Briggs, who's meant to be
That's a woman. That's a woman.
A woman. Well, she was a co-host with Clobby a long time ago, but as she likes to remind everyone, every chance she gets, she's apparently a professor of communications with a degree in talking or something, which is rather ironic because Professor Briggs of communication likes to spend her time disagreeing with, blocking, banning, and slagging people off and talking at them in a very prickly, patronizing tone of voice. Isn't that right, Professor? And so I made some kind of comment. Now, in hindsight, what was I thinking? I guess maybe you reap what you sow. I think I was making a comment that could have been taken either way. She wrote back, "Thanks for your passive-aggressive question." But I didn't read anything after that, which was just as well because she blocked me. So I just took a screenshot of that and went off again on Twitter. How dare you, Professor? She's only just unblocked me after 2 years of being blocked. Why did she block me last time? Nothing I'd done on the say-so of Admiral fucking T. So after a lot of work being motherfucking charming, I got unblocked. 2 days later, blocked again. Well done, Professor Briggs, you fucking Professor of Communications. You enjoying that degree? Is that Professor of Blocking, are you? So well done. And because I know that she likes to trade on the fact that she's got the brain of the size of a planet. I said, I don't like being patronised or blocked, especially not by my intellectual inferiors. I hope she liked that one, if she read it.
Well, as I say, I never listen to any woman when it comes to pop culture. For fuck's sake, they're going to be wanting you to watch fucking the Barbie movie, for fuck's sake.
I'm a Barbie girl. I've still my number one problem with the Barbie movie is they didn't have the fucking Barbie girl song in there. An entire movie about the Barbie girl, and they didn't have the fucking Barbie girl song by Aqua. What is wrong with these people, Jens?
Well, I don't care because it's for women anyway.
Although I saw an interview with the female lead. It was that chick in Barbie that was in Wolf of Wall Street, that good-looking blonde.
Yeah, she plays fucking Harley Quinn.
That's it. That bird, whoever that is, that hot blonde chick from Australia. Because I saw an interview about why she took the role of Barbie. She thought it was an Australian film about eating sausages on the beach.
Yeah.
Hey. Barbie, come on. So yeah,
should be shrimp and all. He should be eating
All right.
shrimp on the beach.
And shrimp, exactly. You wouldn't be trying to sell me the raw prawn there, would you, Captain? Karen! Anyway, so that's 2 for 2 then. Troy Pacelli, and I guess he's part of a married YouTubing couple. So I guess if I've been blocked by Troy, then no doubt his lovely wife, was she called Nettle or something? She probably blocked me too. So
He's
there's
married.
Troy. He's married, yeah, apparently. A married YouTuber. Well, either that or it's a memory implant. So Troy, Nettie, and Professor Briggs. 3 soy nerd bitches blocking me today. All because I don't even know why.
I've got a pretty good reason. Because of soy cunts and they can't fucking argue with you.
Basically, that's it. They don't like debating. They don't like being questioned. They don't like having their authority challenged.
Yeah, well, it's not easy to fucking have an argument with you because you got quite a bit of knowledge. Obviously, the 6 off-screen timelines in Back to the Future is another story. But yeah, you've got like a lot of knowledge, though. You've got a lot of knowledge, and so if someone's gonna fucking argue with you about a subject, they've got to be like me, where they've got the poster and everything.
Yeah, they better bring it. Exactly. Maybe that's what it is, Jens. I'm exposing them for not really knowing everything they claim to know.
Oh, well, I told you most of it is like just.
I fucking told you.
I like a Sunday meet and greet fucking group where it's like, oh, look, we're all the same. Sad, lonely bastards. I ain't going to do shit.
That's basically it. No wonder they're all doomcock suckers. I mean, Professor Briggs isn't, but she's on friendly terms with that masked idiot. So that's what it is. They're all just one big group of monothinkers who don't care if they're right or wrong, as long as they don't get called out in public by us. Yeah, I think you're right, Jens.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna fucking shatter their image, innit?
Yeah,
like
their self-image.
Like with Tony. Well, Tony sounded like he was gonna fucking
cry.
No, he was crying. It was the worst of things. Yeah, worst of things. And luckily enough, we sort of like talked him around that. We don't, because he thought we hated him and all.
I hated him, and we got Tony. We don't hate you. We don't know who you are.
Just because we slagged off his fucking timeline where Marty B, even though it's Marty A from earlier on, he goes back and was like, "No, we've already seen that timeline. We've just seen it again." If you know what I mean.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, Tony, if you're listening, we don't hate you at all. I mean, we don't hate anyone. Well, maybe we do, but not YouTubers. They're not worth it.
Yeah, well, most of them. Yeah, I got to feel sorry for them because they got no lives. Most of them, you know,
and they seem incapable of feeling whimsy. Jens, they're taking it all far too seriously.
Well, the thing is me and you, we've had a life and that, and we've still got ourselves a half decent life, you know, as when we're going out.
Yep. Yeah, we can go out and do things in the real world. Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes talking to ladies or getting
trying to get laid and that. Yeah. Well, they've never done any of that, and they never are, and so they want to just be at least good at something, which is sat in front of a fucking
computer.
Sat in front of a computer,
wanking on about Star Trek.
Yeah, trying to blag that, you know. How many timelines there is in
Back to the Future. No, and we're here to pop that bubble, aren't we?
Time. Was it Edge of Time? No.
Edge of Time, Time Lords. Who's the one that thinks there's one timeline? It's too late in the day. That guy. The Time Prophet. Profit and Loss. That's it. The ironically named Time Prophet, the last remaining YouTuber that thinks there's one malleable timeline in Back to the Future.
Oh, that's why I fucked them all off, because they're all dopey side cunts. I tell you, most of them, the fucking are like sad, pathetic losers. That's why they're on YouTube, because most of the time they can hide behind a fucking avatar.
They got nothing better going on.
Yeah.
And as Tony calls it, a good face for radio, but it shouldn't really matter as long as they're actually able to say something worthwhile, honest, entertaining, and true.
No, well, they haven't, have they?
But they haven't, have they? No. That's the disappointment that no doubt
No.
their parents have been feeling for the last couple of decades, and that we're all feeling now. Yeah, people that
Yeah.
just rock onto YouTube with nothing valid or important to say. Hey, Scotty.
Mm. Well, Scott is one of them where he loves the validation that any fucking side cunt in the chat gives him.
Mm-mm. I mean, he's arguably less soy than a lot of the others, and he can give as good as he gets on a lot of topics.
No, no,
So,
no, no, no,
no,
no,
am I
it's
being
side.
too
No,
nice?
it's side. No. It's a difference, right? You can
Yeah.
be the most hardest bastard in the world, but if you're watching fucking effeminate fucking Shield, you're a side cunt. Even though you could whoop my ass. Yeah, I'll tell you something, right? Like, say, Mike Tyson was watching She-Hulk and that, especially with his high voice and that. I'd call him all the side cunts under the sun. Obviously, over the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure when I'm in the room, I'm like, I fucking love She-Hulk, Mike.
Yeah,
Fucking
all right, Mike. You know, it's brilliant. Don't bite my ear, mate.
mm.
They should do
but,
She-Hulk versus Evander Holyfield. That'd be good.
but Scotty, he'd get his ass whooped by a woman.
Not even She-Hulk, just anybody really. Ant
Yeah.
Girl. Pretty much. I mean, to be fair, I think Jill could probably take Scotty in the fight. I mean, I don't
Yeah, I
normally
said,
do, Bear versus Shark and all
oh,
that. Jill
oh,
versus
oh,
Scotty.
yeah, you got to watch out for them quiet, nice ones, aren't you?
They're the ones you got to watch. Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah,
reckon
yeah.
she'd knee him in the nuts before even he had a chance to step in the ring and say, "How are you?"
Yeah, she'd take him down like a bitch.
Exactly.
Scotty would be fucking half fucking on the way down just because someone approached him quite
We'd be rather going down,
physically.
wouldn't he? But
Yeah,
that's not going to happen.
Scotty would be one of them where fucking he'd be really fucking up in your face until he got a slap and then he'd be on the floor like a bitch crying.
I wonder. Oh well, maybe is he going to get his She-Hulk? Because you're still hoping to do a live. Going a bit off topic
No, he's
onto our
never
favourite
getting it.
topics.
He's never getting it.
Not happening. Never going to
I
get it.
know. We'll going to have to wait another fucking 6 months.
Yeah, I'll give it till Christmas, and after that, I can't hope anymore. But I want to see the live unboxing, Jens, on your channel. I want to hear you, fapping Scotty, fapping over a 6 foot She-Hulk bought for him by Jill. It's not going to happen, is it? 6 foot,
No,
6 inch, whatever. I use inches and feet synonymously. They are synonymous.
no. Well, this is how fucking effeminate side as fuck that idea was. Not even the effeminate side cunts that watch him thought they'd fucking pay for that.
No one's volunteered. I mean, if Jill's not going to
No,
buy it for Scotty, who will?
no. Well, it was a bit like a heroin addict. Don't know. You know when you need. Well,
Well,
you know
She-Hulk is
when
his heroin.
they're at that stage where you're like, no, you can't fucking help them by giving them money. It's fucking making them worse. Scotty's at that where people are like, no, we can't give him money for a She-Hulk. It's going to make him worse.
It's going to
Nope.
encourage him, exactly. Spend
Yeah.
your money on something sensible like alcohol.
Yeah, well, he got that Captain America shield, which he's tries to make out like he's fucking liking it, but I never
He's
saw him
using
much
it
of
as an
him.
emotional shield.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Deflect
deflects.
all the valid
Yeah,
criticisms coming his way.
yeah, yeah. Typical defensive, huddled up in the corner.
That's a good point. Scotty's always going for the superheroes with defensive weapons. He hasn't picked He-Man with a great big sword, has he? Oh, Captain America with a shield. Something I
Yeah.
can hide behind.
Mm.
Good call, Jens. We got your number, Scotty. 1-800 hiding. Because that's what you don't want to get. A hiding. Indeed. Oh well.
And he's into his sassy fucking.
Comebacks.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Comeback.
defensive, I saw that Tony Stark of Iron earlier, or listened to him. He was doing a bit of karaoke. Nothing much to report there. Except I think he's gone back on the drinking. Having announced with pride that he's no longer getting pissed up live on air, I think Tony is getting back to doing that very thing. Knocking back the grog while asking for some cash. Good on you, Tony.
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, fucking panhandlers. Fucking, there's a few fucking professional panhandlers on fucking the
On the
TikToks
Tony.
and YouTubes and that.
Yeah, apparently Tony's doing a Thursday panhandle. Every week he's doing collecting money for someone different. He bought a computer for someone. Someone's bought a house. Oh, they must be skint if they just bought a house. Oh, I'm down to my last $1 million. I had to buy a... But no, having a house isn't enough. Now they need a fucking GoFundMe for a toaster. I didn't catch the details, but Tony, that's about right, isn't it? You're trying to get money for a toaster for one of your mates that just bought a house. Come on.
Yeah, they're all fucking them like, hey, like them fucking YouTubers are like, hey, donate a super chat me because I'm fucking needing 2 more Lamborghinis in the fucking driveway.
It's always needing
It's
something,
looking
isn't it?
bear out there.
I mean, it's not just the money. I mean, I could do with some money, but I'd rather earn it. You know, let me do something for you. I mean, I could draw a portrait. There you go. $100 for a portrait out there, people. Or maybe Dillard. Do you need an artist? Call me.
Oh well, the thing is out the dump crypto dump shit, man. You know where they're like
Pump and dump.
up, yeah, pump and dumps where they'll pump up a fucking Bitcoin, knowing that as soon as that Bitcoin's fucking looking half decent, they're selling their shares and making it shit. And so if you're not fucking in that fucking first fuel selling like fuck, you get
buy high,
right
sell low.
Yeah.
Like that Huck Tur girl, basically, wasn't it? You got a Huck Tur on that thing and then watch it all collapse.
Yeah. Well, it's one of them fucking snake oil snake fucking
salesman.
Salesman. Yeah, fucking tricks in it. It's all like, hey, let's fucking make everyone believe this product's fucking great, and wait until they fucking realize it's fucking just snake oil. Like you
sell
can
up
get
before they realise, and after they realise, they're basically stuck with it.
Yeah. Bit like that time you remember, Captain, in the 80s and that, where fucking people would fucking set up a stall and that and make out they were selling fucking PlayStation 1s or whatever, but it was just the box, or it was a box with something in it. But
you get bricks, and you come back the next day, the stall's gone as well, and you're fucked.
Yeah.
You see, it happens at all level, corporate level or market level. It doesn't matter. There's always some shyster selling some shit that isn't worth anything. Bill Gates with his pump and dump for the vaccines. We can say that now these days, can't we?
Yeah.
But that is basically the state of the world, isn't it? It's a load of people just selling a load of bollocks on the day that it's temporarily had a massively artificially inflated price. Whereas we are trying to create genuine entertainment, whether it's time travel stories or a poster describing 9 timelines in Back to the Future, and we're giving them away for free. We're doing it backwards, Jens. Maybe we need to start charging money for this shiz. We're doing good stuff for free, and there's as you mentioned, the snake oil salesmen and women basically charging money for bollocks.
Yeah, well, the reason why that is because intelligent people don't attract daft cunts, and daft cunts are the silly cunts that are going to buy your shit. So if you're fucking wanting, but why do you think most of them act like the fucking 10-year-old kids that don't even know what fucking Disney's doing?
Oh, is that why? Because they're trying. Oh, I see. Because if they act dumb or are dumb, they'll attract dumb, and dumb is what they want because they want their money. Young, dumb, and full of hope and promise.
Like rock and roll bands, you know, when fucking the like qualified fucking lawyers or whatever and fucking professors and all this shit. But then they get on stage and are like, "Hey, everybody, we're gonna fucking rock!"
No, like
Yeah,
Mick Jagger. Yeah, right, exactly.
yeah,
Hide the higher entertainer.
yeah,
The
yeah.
sorry, hide the higher
Oh, his music's
education and
good.
just act like a stupid entertainer.
Yeah, but his
Because
music
we're
is good though.
stupid
But,
entertainers.
yeah, then people. There's like other musicians and that have been quite intelligent and that, but they haven't fucking writ real intelligent songs because I know, like, well, we'll have to dumb it down, probably do a few love songs. How dumb
Yeah.
can you? Everyone fucking understands a love song. I
Everyone
love
loves a
you,
silly love
you
song.
love
Paul
me.
McCartney knows that.
Yeah,
Into
fucking
silly
damn
love
right.
songs.
Yeah. Oh, and he fucking could do good music. But he chose to do fucking another fucking dumb, stupid love song.
Or frog chorus.
Oh fuck! Well, was it Mull of King Tyre's the West?
I'll tell you what though, it bought the farm. No, they bought the farm, and then they wrote a song about it. That's right. McIntyre. Oh, it's catchy though. Is it? Better than that fucking yesterday. Worst song ever. Anyway.
No, not compared to Mull of King Tyre. I don't even
Oh, it's a
know.
toss up.
I
I'd
don't even
rather
know the
listen to
fucking Mull of
McIntyre than
King Tyre.
yesterday.
No, Mull of King Tyre is the West because Paul McCartney. I think he said, "Oh yeah." Most people come up to me and say, "Mull of King Tyre's shit."
See the
Power phrasing.
yeah, because I said shy. See, my problem with the song yesterday is not only the most depressing dirge I've ever heard, it's that the lyrics are shy. And well, according to the lyrics, he was having a great time yesterday. It should be an upbeat song, Jens. It should be a fucking
No, it
four
is.
by four disco number. Yesterday,
No,
I was having a great time. Yesterday, ah,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I mean?
no. Well,
Oh, I
I've been
believe
using that for a bit. Yeah. What was
in
it? Good morning.
yesterday.
Morning, bud. Yeah.
Bone. Hello. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
name I. Hang on, that's a name I haven't heard for a long time. A long time.
I know, well,
Oh,
like, might be sort of what time I'm streaming, because maybe more morning or whatever time
well,
is.
when you suggested this rather odd time, I thought, well, we might get a different class of people because we're broadcasting at a relatively unusual, unplanned, spontaneous time of day. Because it's late at night. Well, it's late evening, early night for me here. It's what morning for you. So it's got to be very early morning on the east coast of the US. What time is it? In fact, I, it behooves me to always be aware of what is Scotty time. There you go, 5:38 in the AM Scotty time, and that's of course the East Coast. Further west you go, even
Yeah.
Bone. What are you doing up this early?
I was in the UK because
Oh, that'll
Bones,
do.
Bone is like, oh, yeah, it's 5 a.m. Oh, yeah, so he's American then.
Oh, there you go, East Coast. Well, what, either that or he's a little bit in the Atlantic because he's 28 minutes behind the East Coast. But yeah, five something. Well, good morning, Bone.
Yeah,
Or if
morning,
it is
mate.
good morning, you're going to add an R to your name, given that it's early morning. Any questions, Bone, about what we're talking? We're talking about YouTubers, but we are always really trying to get it back to the actual pop culture hot topics. But
Hey,
indeed,
well, get this one.
yeah.
I fucking figured watched this YouTube video of the reading of fucking We'll Remember It for Your Wholesale.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and
you're getting really into that Philip K. Dick, aren't you? Dick, 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 dick.
well, no, because the book's shit.
You know what? Say what you mean.
Yeah, yeah. Well, honestly, it was one of them where I realised that if they hadn't fucking made the film like the book, like
Yeah.
what do you call fucking transition, whatever.
Transmedia canonical verisimilitude.
Yeah,
That one.
transmedia, very similar, what do you
Tude.
call? Yeah,
Don't forget canonical.
yeah,
Don't forget
yeah.
canon. and Paul.
Right. Yeah. Well, if the film had have been fucking adapted, oh, it'd have been a shit film.
Which proves the point that not only are there no fully 100% accurate adaptations from novel or short story to movie, nor should there be. They have to be different because, well, as Jens just said, if you adapt a short story or a novel 100% accurately, it's going to be shite, isn't it? Because it's a different
Yeah.
medium.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Sometimes maybe you'll have the exception to the rule where like because
Silence of
the
the
Hobbit.
Lambs is close.
No, but one the Hobbit fucking a short story, even though it's
Sure.
Tolkien.
Wow. It was
I know,
one. It
yeah,
was
well, one
one book,
Tolkien,
but
it
they
was a short story, wasn't it?
well, it might as well have been, but well, the way they stretched it into 3 films. I mean, yeah, normally the adaptation would have to be 20 hours, but of course that was one of the rare occasions where the adaptation was actually too long. They used up all the source material and they had to start shooting it like a video game. Oh, how are we going to fill this 10 minutes? I know, let's throw Legolas down this fucking river in a barrel and pretend it's fucking Donkey Kong.
Well, yeah, anyway, let's get back to fucking Total Recall and
Yeah, back to Total
yeah.
Recall. Our
So
favourite
yeah.
topic, because we all agree, all meaning
Oh,
you, me, and
oh
DVB.
yeah. Oh well, fucking honestly, those people that think it's a fucking dream. When you get fucking kicked in the balls in your dreams,
You
don't
ain't paying
you?
for that, are you?
No, that's the recall trip. I mean, if you was having a dream, because there's like two sort of theories in it's a dream, but obviously it's not a dream because so much shit happens to him. And when
Yeah,
you're in a dream and you get kicked in the balls or punched in the face and that, you're gonna wake
that's
up because
extra.
it's gonna be unless you're fucking Mike Tyson and you're used to like fucking it. But he's supposed to be just a normal worker in that. And so anything that fucking seems like a bit fucking nasty in that, you usually
Yeah.
wake up because it turns into a nightmare.
See, right,
So
exactly. You don't want to be having a bad dream, and you certainly don't want to be paying extra for one. Would you
yeah,
like an ego trip? So it's like, hello, Mr. Yens, would you like the regular dream or the extra special deluxe dream? I'll have the deluxe one, please. All right,
no,
Jens,
the
stand
memory
here.
implant.
Slap.
Yeah, well, there's two theories, isn't there? They think it's a dream
Yeah.
or it's a memory, but there might be like thinking not
Well, yeah, to be correct, I guess it's memory implant. But
yeah,
basically, the memory implant is effectively a dream, just achieved via
yeah, yeah,
technology.
yeah,
Basically, it's
yeah.
not happening. He's in a chair
Yeah, yeah.
or a
Well, like as I
taxi.
say, yeah, and so like yeah, there's so many fucking there were some other things that I was like, I'm gonna have to do this video, but it's gonna be a long one, as I say, because there's so many. Oh yeah, that
If I'm paying
fucking.
attention, you told me 4 hours you're planning. Is that right? A 4 hour video on Total
Well,
Recall.
I don't know. I do not know, Captain, because it's going to be one of them, especially if I get it on a rant, and
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking, here we go, here we go. I'm gonna repeat it again. Fucking, just saw you fucking son cons. Look,
At the
here's
back.
Rico Hagen. Here's the timestamp. Here's the fucking timestamp. Here's Rico Hagen. Explains the fucking plot line to you. Fucking 10 minutes from the end of the film.
They're not getting it, are they? But that's what I
No.
like about Twitter and YouTube because you can collect all these stupid counter arguments and even the clever ones if there are any. And that way you preemptively covered all the criticisms. So by the time you release your video, you preemptively argued with everyone and saves having to release a second video afterwards. So I do like that about Twitter and YouTube. It's a good place to peer review our
Mm.
theories.
Oh well, like as I said, like I saw that film when it got released, and
Yeah,
so I was like 18, or I think I might have been 17 because there was an 18 in that, but I looked fucking 18 when I
21.
was 15.
Oh,
So,
very good. Yeah,
so yeah,
1990 it came out. Yeah, and you're
yeah.
younger than me, so yeah, let's say you're 18.
Well, I would have been 15 then, but no, I think it came out in 1990 in America, but I think it wasn't until about 1991. So yeah, but anyway, yeah,
It's about the time I emigrated to America, so it's actually a good point. No, I think I saw it in England before going, but now you mention it, maybe I saw it after I got to New York.
Well,
We didn't have this simultaneous. Normally, we had to wait up to 6 months. It was 3 to 6 months after a film was released in the USA. Because I remember whenever I went to the USA, I'd see all these films that wouldn't be out in the UK for months and months. You'd be ahead of the curve. These days, it's all simultaneous.
It usually about a year or so, wasn't it? Depending on how fucking. Because like I remember ET, like
81, 82.
Yeah, but I think fucking it didn't come to fucking UK till about 85.
Nah, it was before that. Come on.
I'm sure like it was fucking.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it was 82. I'm getting reminded with the anniversary, 48 year anniversary of Star Wars, that of course it didn't come out in the UK until 1978, not 77. Like, did I really not see it until 1970? See, I remember seeing Jedi. I think I remember seeing Empire. I don't actually remember my trip to the cinema to see Star Wars. I don't know if I saw it in the States or in the UK. I remember seeing Alien in Poland because my brother took me. So that would have been 79. Before the director's cut came out, of course. Have you seen the, speaking of Alien, minor spontaneous segue, Jens, have you seen the director's cut of Alien that came out a few years ago? I couldn't tell you exactly when, 20-something.
I don't think I have. Well, hey, get over here. George Lucas, another fucking blast from the past. All right, George.
Speak of the devil, Mr. Making It Up as you go along. Oh, I've planned 6 movies. No, you haven't, George. How you going, George? Nice to... George, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning in California. What are you doing up this early? Milk and cookies keeping you awake, George?
Probably fucking hoping Kathleen Kennedy gets sacked and he's...
I'm still having a... Well, actually, I managed not to debate someone I had been debating quite intensely with on the Twitters because, of course, I got the idea that George Lucas, being the uber gardener, like the other George R. Martin, has been making up as he went along since 1977 and lying about planning anything. But here's the twister. Here's the proof, actually. If George Lucas planned everything, then how come Return of the Jedi and indeed Empire Strikes Back were essentially written by Harrison Ford? Because by the time Empire Strikes Back wrapped up filming, Harrison Ford had still not signed up for Return of the Jedi. That's the whole reason why we got the entire beautiful story of Han Solo being frozen in carbonite and saying, "Yes, I know," to Princess Leia when she said, "I love you." So that's all thanks to Harrison Ford. If he'd signed up for Jedi, George Lucas wouldn't have bothered with any of that shit. He didn't know either way whether Harrison Ford was coming back for the third movie. The third movie, episode 6. And that's why Billy D. Williams, as Lando Calrissian, is raiding Han Solo's wardrobe. Hey, George Lucas, you know what I'm talking about. Because you, George Lucas, were sending a clear message to Harrison Ford. Don't sign up for my fucking Return of the Jedi. I'll just use Billy D. Williams then. He is Han Solo. Oh, that's why he blew up the Death Star. Harrison Ford didn't really do anything, did he? Or rather, Han Solo.
Well, no, he was fucking on fucking
Endor.
Planet Endor, Planet Endor, fucking taking on the fucking
Empire?
No,
Shield
the
generator.
troopers or whatever. Because they weren't stormtroopers. There was other. No, stormtroopers there.
They went old school. He had his old black vest and white top combo back, and they were basically they're going retro like it was 1977 or regular old stormtroopers. You'd think they'd have camo storm. In fact, we do have camo stormtroopers. Maybe if they bothered putting on camouflage on fucking Endor instead of flying around the forest in white, then maybe they wouldn't have lost. Have you seen those deleted scenes on Endor? Because the best scene in Return of the Jedi ended up on the cutting room floor. Han Solo and Leia and others basically going into the shield generator, where they knock out all the Empire and then they get reinforcements. "You rebel scum, scum, brilliant," and they cut it out of the movie because
No,
George didn't have Marsha Lucas at that point because he fucked up his marriage as well as his trilogy, didn't you, George?
no, don't insult the guests.
But that's what we do. You still there, George? There's Bone gone as well. I'll tell you what, this time slot's working out quite nicely, isn't it?
Yeah, I got to old like regulars or like from like years ago, but like because I'm streaming at a certain time, yeah, sometimes I can't like
That's good. Vary it up a bit.
yeah.
Yeah, no, Bone and George, I recognise them both. It's all a blur now, Jens. I'm not sure where from. Could be Brown Alliance, could be anti-disestablishmentarianism Jill, could be Troy Pacelli for all I know.
Well, I was born. He's been sort of like watching my channel pretty much since I've started, and
Oh, he's
George.
one of yours, is he?
Yeah. Like
Is he going to become an official member when you get monetized?
he
Is he
came
going to
on.
get the
He came
perks
on
of
one of my
membership?
streams once. And like,
Oh
yeah, I had a bit of a talk, but Bones more sort of like personal, like to be in the chat more than on stream. So.
I don't blame him. Unless, of
But
course, you're watching the Troy
George
Pacelli
has
show
never
because he
cooked
will
them at
patronise
all.
you if you're in the chat and misrepresent what you say.
Do you think I'd get monetized if George Lucas came on and I started
Yeah.
like being, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, if you got George Lucas on your show, that would be amazeballs. And you could actually finally ask him, did you write all 6 episodes all in one go in 1973?
Oh no, he didn't.
Or was
He
it
didn't.
really
But he
more
had
like
the idea though.
1980?
I think he had the rough idea of it.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously,
Yeah.
he needed other people to like fill it in.
Yeah, like Lee Brackett, exactly.
Yeah. But I'm sure he had the fucking idea of fucking Anakin growing up, and
Maybe. For Return of the Jedi, I heard at one point they were considering having 2 Death Stars. I think in hindsight that might have been better because that's really one of the things about Return of the Jedi that, well, it just felt like Star Wars 2, didn't it? Oh, here we go. Let's blow up the Death Star again.
Yeah.
In fact, since then, pretty much every movie apart from
from
Empire Strikes Back, they're blowing up a Death Star. Episode 1, they're pretty much Anakin accidentally blows up the Trade Federation ship that's, well, it's like a Death Star, but in the shape of a donut, isn't it? It's like a stanza, it rhymes.
I don't bother me because John Wick, basically, that's
Did John Wick blow up a Death Star?
No, but he
Did
blows
a Death
and
Star
shoots.
kill his dog?
No, but he blows and shoots people in the head all the way through that film. Basically, all the films are the same, apart from he's killing different people for different reasons. But
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to break down, especially action movies, well, that's what I don't give away the writing.
No, if it's done good. No, you know what I mean? Like blowing up the Death Star, that is exciting. It's worth.
You're right.
It's worth a fucking like a second watch.
Well, actually, when's the last time you saw The Guns of Navarone, the World War II film?
Oh, could be years ago.
Because it's a couple of years ago I watched it, and I remember thinking this actually is starting to feel a little bit like Star Wars because they have to basically go to German gun emplacement, obviously not a floating battle station, but they have to basically go to a base and blow that shit up. So I think consciously or otherwise, George Lucas, among other things, I mean, famously Hidden Fortress, I think he was basically influenced by The Guns of Navarone. And of course, the sequel, Force 10 from Navarone, had Harrison Ford in it. You ever seen that one, Ian? Force 10 from Navarone? Featuring Harrison Ford. I don't think I've seen that since the late 1970s. I'll have to give that one a go.
Guns of Navarone good because it's based on a true story. The first one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Unlike Saving Private Ryan, which is completely made up.
Yeah. As I say, it's based on a true story.
Yeah, loosely.
Yeah. Well, look,
like
I don't know.
Bastards. Not quite a documentary.
Not as loosely as fucking, you know what I mean? But just like obviously they're glamorized.
Not as loosely as that Band of Brothers.
probably a bit like 300. Apart from obviously they didn't like have the shirts.
300. That's loose as fuck, mind you. That was a long time ago. We weren't there, but yeah.
Yeah. They don't fucking.
But then when Ridley
The
Scott was
stories,
accused of making up a bunch of shit for Napoleon, he goes, "Oh, well, how come you're complaining? No one knows about Napoleon anyway." And I'm thinking, well, it wasn't that long ago, and he's actually one of the most heavily biographed people in the history of the world. I think I've got about 5 books on Napoleon Bonaparte myself. So bad argument there, Ridley Scott. So, yep, Napoleon is not a documentary, not especially not the one by Ridley Scott. You know, the Battle of the Pyramids didn't actually happen at the pyramids. Ridley Scott doesn't.
and the one in the 80s with was it fucking what's his name? Fucking well, I don't know his name, but he played the
Waterloo.
fucking detective.
No,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
70s.
no, yeah, was it? Yeah, Waterloo.
Oh, that is the
did-
one you think with all the Russian extras, the largest number of non-CGI extras in the movie ever. I think.
Yeah, apparently that was pretty dead on, as in like obviously like they took some liberties, but they were saying like the horse formation of the attack and the defense
Oh,
and
the
all this shit.
squares, the defensive squares.
Yeah, they were saying, oh yeah, the fucking well, historians were saying, oh yeah, it's pretty much that's how it fucking sort of like we believe how it fucking happened.
There you go. Rod Steiger, I think that name's popping up in the bro. Was that one of the? I don't know. That's actually quite a good movie. Yeah, I recommend Waterloo.
Yeah, well, I've never seen it because fucking
It's got masculine action yins.
I know, but it's French. But even though the French lose, so should and the British win, so I should really win. I know, but like you know when like
Spoiler
fucking
alert, Napoleon loses.
spoilers. Sorry, spoilers. If you haven't fucking like when was it 10-6 or was it fucking
1066?
No, well, it was.
It's not so much that it was a film made in 1974 or whatever it is.
Yeah, it
It's
was a
funny
good
when people go,
500
"Oh, spoiler
years.
alert for a 50-year-old film." The older
Yeah,
a film
50.
is, the
Yeah,
less
but
likely is
500.
it's
When was Waterloo?
what
Fucking
the actual battle.
yeah.
1815, wasn't it? No,
Right. Well,
1812. Hence the overture.
right. Well, there we go. You got 200 years spoilers. So don't fucking.
Spoilers for a 200-year-old battle.
Yeah. So don't be fucking. Oh no.
Don't be writing into the ends. Next week he's going to give away the ending of Zulu.
Anyway, people who watched. I've said most of the people that watched Waterloo would have known the ending anyway. Because they've been historians, because like any other fucker was like, oh, it's boring as fuck. It might look all right with the battles and that, but then you got all the fucking talking and all the politics and that shit, which, I think Gat's been thingied, took off by the cunts. Because I didn't drop, because like, as I say, if I fucking boot anyone off my channel, I say I boot them off, just so fucking people know it was me. But no, that wasn't me. But yeah, saying like historians would have probably watched that though. Yeah, boring as well. I don't know, boring as fuck. Long as fuck. I think it was on for like about 2 hours or something. So yeah, guys, back. Yeah, saying like that Waterloo.
Sorry, time travel.
Boring as fuck. And I think it's on for like 2 hours or on. It's a long film because they didn't fucking cram that in like an hour and a half.
Which one? Zulu Dawn, Waterloo?
Waterloo.
Oh, okay.
The running time on Waterloo.
It is quite long. Yeah, 2 hours something. I'll have to check.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got it right here. I could check, but I'm not going to. Well, if it's a good film, make it longer. Anytime I enjoy a movie, I'm always hungry for the deleted scenes because I just want more. That's what I can't stand about Denis Villeneuve. He refuses to add the deleted scenes. I think of any movie, but for Dune, he's not putting the deleted scenes on the disc. The movie I made, that's the movie. Give us the deleted scenes, you fucking French Quebecois cunt.
Yeah, well, you're talking about the modern fucking Dune movie, aren't you?
Yeah, as opposed to the David Lynch one. Although
Yeah.
that actually benefited from the deleted scenes because the 3 hour version of Dune, there's actually two, but even though it was made without Lynch, yeah, he went to his grave hating Dune because he made a good 3 hour film, had to cut it down to 2 hours, and then someone else re energized it and made it 3 hours, but not him. So there was never a decent David Lynch Dune, that's true. But definitely, I recommend the 3 hour version over the 2 hour original. But overall, I prefer the David Lynch Dune to the Denis Villeneuve Dune. That's just
Oh yeah.
me. Now, I did like on 1 hour Denis Villeneuve, but the more I think about it, he just makes pretentious postcards. He likes big visuals. He's not good on plot. He doesn't like dialogue. And in Blade Runner 2049, coming full circle, he deliberately avoided answering the Deckard question. What are you doing, Villeneuve, you fucking scaredy cat?
I always think of the racing F1 driver film.
Oh, that's the other, yeah. I wonder if they're related.
Yeah, but the fucking new Doom film was shit. I haven't
What?
seen it. Didn't want to see it.
Haven't
Fuck
seen it,
it.
hated it. I quite
Yeah.
liked it, both versions. I mean, both parts. But you're not going to see the third one then, because he's going to make. Apparently, he's planning to adapt Dune Messiah.
Oh no, because I don't know the storyline, but probably not. Probably not, because you fucking. I
You
didn't
haven't
see it.
seen Dune?
It was like, no, this is like fucking. Like, I know fucking Paul's supposed to be young, but fucking not young and side.
Sawyer Trades, exactly.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen the Lynch
Oh,
Dune or the Villeneuve Dunians?
well, they put that bed in and all. They like replace a dude with a bed.
Oh yeah, Professor Hines or whatever. Yeah, the guy that was played by the guy that was from the Last Jedi, um, Max von Sydow in the original David Lynch Dune. Yeah, some of Denis Villeneuve's casting choices. Well, I mean, the character of Shani is a bit of a come down. You get Sean Young from Blade Runner playing Shani in the original David Lynch Dune. But then who did Villeneuve hire? That fucking Coleman girl, Zendaya, to fuck up his movie with her mid looks, her lack of acting ability, and her unwillingness to even try an accent as if she's the Kevin Costner of fucking Dune. Yeah, I'm not a fan
Well,
of Zendaya, must say.
well, it's the sign of the times, isn't it? Like you can't put beautiful fucking people on fucking films no more because then it's like, oh, you you're making the fat ugly fucking troglodytes feel bad.
No, that's the Baron. Well,
Yeah.
there's something in that, but it makes me miss the old-fashioned glamour of Hollywood. Not even the
Oh,
50s, 1980s. Exactly. Oh, who'd you rather look at, Zendaya or Sean Young? It's not even a
I
question.
don't know, but the Baron's a right disgusting bastard in fucking the David
Lynch's
Lynch.
June.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Lynch's Junior flies around getting his pus pimples burst. That
yeah,
is relevant to the story, though. It's a disease he's got.
yeah. When he spits in the mother's eye, he goes, "Let me spit in your eye."
Oh, that's your favourite part, isn't it? Yeah, no CGI on that one. That was real
Yeah,
spit. She had to suck it up. Not literally.
no, but no, he's right. What's the Baron like? I bet the Baron's more sort of like fucking more
It's,
refined in the
yeah,
fucking new.
spot on. He is. He's played by
Yeah.
Sarsgaard, isn't it? Yeah, he's much more chilled. He's not flying around laughing
Uh,
maniacally. In fact, he's pretty much based on that. It's more like Brando in Apocalypse Now. I think that was the influence.
fucking total shit. Like, that's the thing with David Lee, where fucking I think the got more. I prefer it, even though they say Paul's a little bit older, but fucking
Yeah.
fuck that, yeah. Because like the fucking nastiest fucking villain with boils and fucking
Yeah, and just
like
killing people for the sake of it.
yeah, yeah,
He's a little bit slightly over the top panto villain, but no, I'm actually looking
yeah.
at him on the poster right now. I do prefer the Baron in Harkonnen, that is, in the original David Lynch's Dune, because he is more disgusting. He's a fucking redhead. Ugh.
Yeah, you can see why he's fucking got that problem. But they're like, oh
Get out of
no,
my mind!
yes,
I have to rewatch all the Dunes now and read the books. Yeah, no, definitely. It took me a while to realise I prefer the David Lynch original adaptation. The
yeah.
Villeneuve is very cinematic, but he's a
I've
bit
only seen the
pretentious,
David
mate.
Lynch. I think I've seen the 3 hour one, but like fucking, I couldn't remember much difference.
So one that starts off with Princess Irulan giving us a bit of a hopefully reliable narration. Yeah, I like the way she's talking to the camera and then she fades away and then it's almost like she's doing a bit of shopping. It's like, oh yeah, one more thing I forgot. I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. Virginia Madsen, not bad for a blonde. Yeah, none of that in the new one.
Well, I'll say something and all fucking
Yeah.
in the Dune fucking David Lynch one, fucking it seemed more trippy.
It's pretty much out there. I mean, basically, it's just because they ran out of time, or because David Lynch was forced to compress it into 2 hours. It's all because agreed. Because I think after I forget what the exact cutoff is, but if it was roughly 2 hours instead of three, they could basically afford to squeeze in one more viewing when the film was at the cinema. But to compromise the quality of the film, nobody bothered watching
Yeah.
it anyway. So they fucked up there. Tis true. I think if David
Well,
Lynch had been allowed to make a 3 hour movie to begin with, then we'd have all been a lot better off. But never mind.
yeah, well, they could do one of them where they could have fucking let him do his 3 hour and then they could have shown a 3 hour just once,
Yeah.
a
And then
day.
had.
Yeah, have 5 or 6
Yeah.
fucking or whatever. But they don't want
Good point.
fucking. Well, it's controlling it. They don't want you to do fucking stuff that they're fucking are like, oh shit. Well,
They're not going to
fucking.
approve of.
That's just gonna fucking make us look like silly cunts because like
Well,
we
that's
don't
always the
know
problem,
how
isn't
to
it?
do
Art
it.
versus commerce. The director
Yeah,
should get final cut, but when the film studio starts interfering with what they're doing, you just end up with a pile of shite.
yeah. But it's one of them where they don't want fucking you to be, or any director to be doing stuff that they can't control. Because usually, as you say, money wise, isn't it? So,
Yeah, true that. But then the other end
second,
of the scale, you got George Lucas, episode one. He should have been reined in a bit more. So there's got to be, that's one extreme to the other, isn't it? David Lynch's Dune, not enough creative control. Star Wars episode one, too much creative control. And in both cases, too much fucking sand. Of course, it's rough and it gets everywhere, just like sand people.
yeah, I don't mind it. I live in a
You
city.
don't mind sand? Oh, you don't mind sand? Well, okay.
No, it reminds me of the beach, innit?
Yeah, well, as Bill Hicks famously said to me, it's where dirt meets water. I mean, yeah. Oh, should we go to the beach? No, I'd rather stay at home and listen to music that I like.
Well, I like Lawrence of Arabia, and that was mainly sand.
That's true. I think that's where it all started. That was the first big sandy film, wasn't it? Lawrence of Arabia, and
Yeah.
then Dune, then Star Wars, then Dune. It's all sandy, isn't it? And then of
Oh,
course,
well, like in Lawrence
episode.
of Arabia, there's like a
Yeah.
2 minute scene in the where it's mostly sand until you see fucking
Oh,
Lawrence
when
walking
he's
up.
coming
It
in
takes
off the
him,
horizon.
yeah, it takes him like 2 minutes to get to the camera.
Great direction, David Lean. Which way? Thank you. Oh, now there's a film I need to rewatch. Lawrence of Arabia. The trick is not to mind the pain.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Have I got that on Blu-ray? Yeah, there you go. The original Sandy movie, all sand and no spice.
Yeah.
That had to be an influence on all the Dunes.
Hmm. And then you got fucking it's
Weekend at Bernie's. That's a bit sandy.
Starlight Sand. No, Tremors.
Water World. It's like sand,
No.
but it's water.
Tremors. Where's them
What's
fucking worm things? Even though it's like,
Tremors?
yeah,
Haven't
it's not
seen that.
really sand, but it's like sand because it's really fucking dusty fucking gravel shit.
Gravel Pit. There you go. That's my favourite gravel film. The Gravel Pit by the Wu-Tang Clan. Excellent song, great video. Check out my Gravel Pit. Mama can handle it. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Tell you something though.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing this fucking video, so I can sort these fucking silly side cunts who don't fucking get that fucking Quaid is not Quaid. He's a memory implant put in Hauser's fucking head. I think he fucking left to write that down. I'm gonna be back. Should be back. Don't worry. There we go. Yeah.
I blame the weather.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Mind you, if it happens a third time, we'll keep an eye on the situation. R2, see if you can't lock that down. So I guess we're going to be too early in the day for DVB and indeed for Big Back.
yeah, I think he'll be asleep. He's got kids, I mean.
Has he? Okay. Are they his? Don't answer that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
I
good.
think so.
But once again, Jens, you've given me the opportunity for a rant, and now I've got it out of my system. But I really needed to because that was just two last straws for the price of one, both with the Troy Meister and the Professor. It's like you try and have a bit of fun, you try and have a debate, and they just get butthurt and block you. You're ahead of the curve, Jens. They're all soy nerd bitches, and they need calling out.
Yeah, well, it's because fucking they're all playing the fucking algorithm game, and the algorithm doesn't fucking like you having masculine cunts on or fucking start arguing with you.
I guess not. I know. I think you're ascribing too much thinking ahead to these people. I think it's more of a case of handle it. They don't agreed with live on air. They don't like having their lack of thinking prowess exposed to their dwindling fucking audience, eh, Troy?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you got. Yeah.
Maybe it's both, Jens. Maybe it's ego
Yeah,
and
yeah.
algorithm. But
Yeah,
it's just funny, really. They want to grow their channel. They start off going, "Oh, come on, friends, help me grow the channel. Thumbs up, like and subscribe." And then 2 minutes later, "Oh, that's just an opinion. Oh, you can't say that. Oh, I think different." So, no wonder most of these channels end up going nowhere. Hey, Jill.
yeah. Well, what happens is usually they will get like a certain group, and that certain group will want other people like them to be in their group. And if you're not like them,
What group is that? Deaf people? Is that the number one audience on
no, side
YouTube?
cunts, like
Soy cunts and deaf people, Tony. That's what you're getting on your channel.
yeah. All right. As I say, most of them, the thing is like some kind of fucking group meeting that they can be, oh, yeah, look, we're all friends and that. Instead of being like, oh, yeah, no, we're here to see some entertaining fucking debate or fucking
Right.
commentary or fucking whatever.
Something with
No,
a bit of, like you say, you don't want 2 hours of solid fighting, but 10 minutes of intensity and then maybe 45 minutes of calm discussion afterwards. But something, you can't have a 6 hour show or even a 6 minute show of people going, oh, what do you think of that? What do you think of The Last Jedi? I liked it. Yeah, so did I. Okay, time for the adverts.
yeah, well, it's one of them where they're not from a pub background, and you know, in a pub background, you're there,
Mhm.
You're having a
Cigarettes,
conversation.
alcohol, bad attitude, people
Yeah.
getting thrown through the
Oh,
window,
yeah.
and that's just
Yeah,
the
well,
bar start.
that's why usually British people are good at conversations because we know fucking when to like stop it in case we get bottled. But
Exactly. We know the
yeah,
right level of banter. Well, that's the thing. You don't want too much arguing, and you don't want too much agreeing either.
but in a pub, you'll always have some fucker like calling you a daft cunt if you're fucking saying something they're thinking you're talking shit. I used
Yeah,
to
if
be
it is that.
anyway. Yeah, it fucking used to be. Might be a
Back in
bit
the
of
day.
fucking yeah, back in the day. It might be a bit fucking more where they'll be like, oh no, don't argue, please.
It's probably all
Let's
loud
all be
music now. Sports
friends.
bars. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
Scotty's actually quite good at annoying people because he used to work in a bar. So he actually, to be fair to Scotty, credit where it's due, he has actually got experience both behind the bar and in front of it of being, well, basically in down the pub in the real world. Haven't you, Scott?
Yeah, but Scott is more censored. He's more concerned and centered on himself than other people.
Pretty much. I mean, he's got half an eye on not offending Jill, but I think increasingly he doesn't care. And I have to wonder, they're really, as I mentioned on Twitter, given that Scotty and Jill are basically YouTube's #1 premier first couple, their online banter is just not really flying. They need a bit of pizzazz.
Oh, they need threesome
Or
spark
some
pizza.
fucking thing. Well, I don't know about, I haven't asked Tiger Stripes.
You
Not
want to
me.
ask for it? Yeah, yeah. Get in there, Captain. Maybe you
Not
should
me.
suggest.
Fuck
Yeah.
off. That's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah, but you
No,
know
I
them
tell you
both.
what, that the last time Scotty was halfway entertaining is when he was on Spidey's channel with three hot chicks. Well, three chicks. Well, Jill, Tiger Stripes, and Carla Burton. But he was playing all three of them bitches off each other. Oh, he was loving it. That's why when Jill showed up, it was like, uh-oh, party's over. Here's the fucking wife. He literally proposed to, was it Tiger Stripes or Carla? I lost track, but no, he was happy as a pig in shit on that day, weren't you, Scott?
Uh,
That never happened again.
no, I think that would probably be in the day when he was probably thinking he was going to get a She-Hulk for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. But not since then. Not on the last time he was on the Jill show with Tiger Stripes. Yeah, she fucked off because he was talking about sex talk about about C3PO being a bottom, not a top.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's
And then he
Scotty.
fucked off Jedi Master as well. That's right, two guests fucked off the Jill show in about 1 hour. Well done, Scotty. You big audience pleasing genius. Ahoy!
Yeah, Scotty for you.
Yeah, but no, he's good when he's annoying people. I would like to hear Scotty go do a couple of rounds with Teague. Admiral Teague, the person on YouTube that wants to save Star Trek, having only watched 30% of the entire total output, not even including the new stuff. Get a grip, Teague, you permanently angry
But you won't
fuckwit
watch the new Star
carbuncle on the
Trek.
face of fucking YouTube. Oh,
Yeah, but you won't want to watch the new Star Trek because it's all shit. It's all
I
good
wouldn't want to
science.
watch anything with Burnham in it, that's for sure.
Well,
Not
what
again.
happened was they like tried to make fucking films like effeminate, more effeminate, and so
Girl boss.
yeah, and side cunts and that, and so it's got to that stage now where they can't just go back. It's one of them where fucking like Daredevil, Born Again, wasn't so bad, but still a bit
Preferred the comic.
fucking yeah. Well, it still was a bit fucking tedious at times, but they had some good fucking action scenes in it. I give them that. Like the action scenes were pretty good
Oh, yeah.
when they were fucking on though, because like the last 4 episodes, the action was like half decent and that, but the 5 episodes before it though, like, yeah, it was very, very patchy.
So it has finally finished. Was there a nice big violent clash at the end? A nice denouement? Good climax,
Sort of.
Jens?
Well, it's one of them where they're doing season 2, so it's sort of like
No,
um,
there's going to be more fucking what? Born again, again? What are they going to call it?
I think Born Again season 2. It's like
Well, how many times is he going to get? That's born a third time. Ridiculous.
no, but he hasn't
That
been
was a
reborn
one-off.
again because he's still just been reborn, but now it's season 2 of that
Well, the
reborn
first
one.
one should be called Born then.
No, because the first
That'd be
one,
Jason.
the first one was set sort of like fucking 10 years ago.
Okay.
So that's why it's
That's,
probably called Born Again, because it's like 10 years later. And
why
so,
change?
like,
Oh, okay.
ah,
God, that would have.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
surprised
oh,
they got the
it's,
budget for that period piece. Even 10 years ago, you got to get different cars on the road, or is it all done with CGI now?
well, at the end of like season 3 of
Yeah.
Daredevil, spoilers,
Mm,
Fisk, Kingpin,
yeah.
goes,
Vincent
gets locked up.
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, he gets locked up because Daredevil
Oh,
takes him down in season
oh,
3, and he gets like locked up.
wait. Season 3 or episode 3?
Or it could be season 2, and it is in
Right.
prison for season 3. But
Oh,
anyway,
spoilers.
fucking yeah. Well, anyway, he's in prison and that, and
Right.
so he's done his 10-year stretch and that, and so he's out now.
Okay. Are you going to be watching and reviewing Daredevil season 2 as well, then, Jens?
Yeah. Because like
Fucking hell.
the action wasn't so bad. Did
Okay.
you see my reviews? Watch my reviews.
No, of course not. I haven't watched Daredevil. Why am I going to? So
Because
no,
you're not
no,
going
I
to watch
haven't.
Daredevil, so watch my reviews.
I'm not going to watch your reviews. No, I like the comic book. So anything the comic book of Born Again. Now the thing is, that's the thing. I've been waiting years. I've been saying for years. The one of the best comic books, certainly the best superhero comic books, because I don't even like the genre anyway. But if you're going to do a superhero story, do Daredevil Born Again. So they finally did, and from what little I do know, it's fuck all like the comic. No, I recommend reading Born Again. I don't want to be watching any Daredevil. I'm not interested. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, well, some good fighting scenes in it, as I say.
Okay. Well, then I'll get Accident Man. I did start browsing the Blu-rays for Accident Man, but because of the
Oh, yeah.
regions, I couldn't find one in Australia. So, but I did start looking. Jens, your constant nagging is paying off. I've started looking for the Blu-ray of Accident Man.
Well, I told you, do you want to
I
get
fucking told you.
the double fucking, I think there's a double one, Accident Man 1 and 2.
Man, one
Yeah,
and two.
yeah,
Is
and
it
I think,
worth it?
oh, yeah, because like when you watch Accident Man 1, it's so fucking good. You'll want to see Accident Man 2, even though it's not as good as Accident Man 1, me personally, but it's still a really
Right,
good fucking film.
but it's
So,
still good.
yeah. And so, if you get that package, I think you get them for like about about $10 each, where you'll be paying something like $15 for like one.
Wow, you
So
always out here. It's always you got to double it for the post with the postage, even if it's from Australia. So at least if I get two films, that'll basically lessen the pain.
oh yeah, because you can get it in where it's just like 2 discs in like but one sort
One
of like
package.
case. Yeah, one package. To be 2 discs
Right, I'll
in one.
remember that this time, Jens. All right, Accident Man one. All right, when I do finally get Accident Man, I'll make sure I get both of them. Seems fair.
Yeah, because
Are they both Scott Atkins?
yeah.
Okay, so it's not like Time Cop where they switch it up.
No, and it follows the fucking film. I mean the as in like you've got to watch number one to
Oh, okay,
really.
so they are related to each other. It
Oh
followed
yeah,
the
yeah,
second.
yeah. You
Mm.
you could, I guess, a bit like with some films, like. where Empire Strikes Back sort of thing. You could watch that without watching fucking New
The
Hope.
first one.
Yeah,
I
because it could
wonder
be.
what that. Well, I mentioned earlier. I do remember seeing Return of the Jedi. One of the things I remember because it was actually with it was my mate Ian from school and my parents. Bit of a weird combo, but I remember that my parents hadn't seen Empire Strikes Back, so they were going straight from Star Wars to Return of the Jedi. I thought that's interesting.
Yeah, and that must have been like, um,
Bit weird.
yeah, a bit weird where Luke Skywalker's all of a sudden Jedi.
Yeah, he's
Probably
changed
they,
a bit.
yeah,
That's true.
probably they was writing the Rey movie.
Yeah. Oh, when's that happening? Are we going to get there? Is it going to be directed by Ruin Johnson?
Oh well, if Kathleen Kennedy has something to do with it, yes,
Well,
she'll
it's not
make
like
it.
he's busy. Or Daisy Ridley, because a lot of people, when I was saying Daisy Ridley, she can't really act. A lot of people go, "No, she's good. It's just the script." You watch, Daisy Ridley's going to have an amazing acting career. Yeah, when's that happening? So yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
she's too busy, is she?
yeah. Well, I think she probably lost a lot of confidence.
Well, she shouldn't have had any in the first place. She can't fucking act, and she's not very
Yeah,
sexy.
that's not great actress. That. Well, it was one of them though.
Well, she can cry.
Soyned bitches went to go see that when it was like a female Jedi. They're taking the piss. They
Well,
could
I
have
mean,
fucking
Princess Leia would have been one thing.
right. Pretty much, when I know it was a female Jedi, they might have said, "Oh, we've got your mother as is going to be the next Luke Skywalker." That's how ridiculous that sounded to me. And my mother's a fat bitch.
I wonder if we are going to get any more. No, dead franchise. No more Star Wars. No more
No,
Doctor
there will be.
Who. No more Star Trek. All the
No, there
franchises.
will be.
All the IPs are dead.
No, there will be. The thing is they want them to be shit because they don't want people to be fucking inspired by movies because you get masculine, don't you? Because to make good movies, you have to make them masculine. And when you start making masculine movies, you're going to inspire masculine dudes. So fucking, they're
Oh,
like,
that's
yeah,
the whole
this is
right.
shit. Yeah, but it's so
Disney movies are a backdoor to basically removing masculinity from our culture.
Yeah. Oh, well, why do you think the fucking MCU's, that's the MCU's all about? It was like, right,
Because that's what Scotty wanted.
well, they'd love
He
everyone
wrote
to
in and
be like,
asked.
oh, well, Scotty is their perfect sort of like fucking human being where he's able to perform duties, but he can't fuck women.
Perfect. Your perfect soy superhero, or indeed Watcher.
Well, they
Speaking of
want him.
soys, what about Fantastic Four? You're going to check out Pedro Pascal and friends in the Soy-tastic Four, Jens? You're going to see that? Because as mentioned on the last show, I'm not.
Did you? I don't remember. Well, I'm definitely.
Oh,
I've
no, I
done.
zoned out
If you
too.
watch it, if you watching my streams as well, I told you it's going to. I said before, anyone else, I said it's side as fuck. I said this. When fucking people was like fucking talking about the first trailer, I saw it and that, and then I heard some like fucking rumors and that about it. Oh yeah, fucking Pedro Pascal and he's fucking he's fucking. I don't know it. I could tell by the girl, right? Sue
Yeah.
Storm, right?
Yeah.
When Sue Storm looks like some evil fucking bitch that you'd hate fuck if you were gonna fuck that. You know
Hate
what I mean?
fucking.
Oh yeah, shit, you reminded me.
What?
I'm watching that Mike Zero and that.
Right. Speaking of hate fucking.
And he was saying about the Doomcock rumor. Well, I won't say about but he was confirming about the Doomcock rumor
Yeah.
of fucking like
Fantastic Four. Effeminate
of
Four.
of the Silver Surfer
Yeah,
proper
that's it.
fucking being so
Surfer.
like the hero of the film, where she takes down Galacticus.
Galacticus. Galactus.
Right.
Intergalactus. They could have used the Beastie Boys. That would have made Scotty happy. They could
Well,
have
anyway,
made
anyway. Oh, anyway, right.
Intergalactus.
Yeah. Well, anyway, get this.
Right.
Not only like the people hated the ending of like fucking, unless the film was the Silver Surfer's film, you're not gonna want that. But anyway, she's supposed to be the baddie and all. She's supposed to be like helping. Well, anyway.
Oh yeah, because she's there. I guess because normally, traditionally, the Silver Surfer, let alone the Surfer, is the herald of Galactus. Hello, I'm Silver Surfer. This is Galactus. He's going to eat your planet.
Mm. So anyway, before the ending, because that's right at the end, this happens, right?
Yeah.
She comments on Johnny Storm being a side cunt or whatever, and he sort of like fucking doesn't say shit. He sort of like puts his head down, like, okay.
Is this in the new one? Yeah, I'm definitely no Fantastic Four for me. I've never seen a Fantastic Four movies. I ain't going to start now.
Well, that's why they're like doing reshoots, because apparently, because of like the test fucking screenings and that,
Yeah, not enough Galactus.
well, yeah, but they ain't gonna fucking bother about that, because they're going to be like, oh well, as long as the people are happy when they see Galactus.
Okay. Oh, well, I heard the reshoots were to add more Intergalactus because there wasn't enough of him in the original version. That's what I heard. Maybe it's a rumor.
No, well, it's not only that, because like I don't even know if they're bothered about that, but they're definitely bothered about fucking the end scene where Silver Surfer fucking kills Galacticus.
Right. Is that what? Spoiler alert. Oh, because we didn't want him to die.
Well, it's not spoiler alerts, because they're fucking going to reshoot it, so that ending's not going to be happening.
Oh, so he's not going to die. Another spoiler.
Well, he might die, but it probably won't be the Silver Surfer.
Okay.
Or if it is the Silver Surfer, she might need some help from the fucking main fucking cast of the fucking film.
That'll be good, wouldn't it? And anyway, it's not really the Fantastic Four. It's a different Fantastic Four from a different fucking universe in the multiverse DVB.
Yeah, well, the side is fuck. Well, anyway, the wanting to
the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, they wanted to change the end fucking scene and change that bit where Johnny Storm gets fucking told to stop being a prick or whatever. I don't know, but terrible.
No. Now, the only film that's currently out that I want to see is Warfare, and that's nothing to do with superheroes, and it's based on a true story.
It's
2 hours of non-stop gunfighting in Fallujah. What's not to like?
The actor that plays the main dude, even though he's a good actor, it's so sorry to be a soldier. No wonder they got their ass whooped having him in there.
What the fuck?
What? Say it.
No comment.
He played fucking I forget the character's name in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Adam Warlock, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, I got it in one.
Yeah, he's all in gold. Well, he's painted gold or whatever.
Yeah, that's it. Adam Warlock. Yeah, he was a bit effeminate actually, and a little bit unlike the original comic book character. But that goes back to transmedia canonical verisimilitude.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's Oh, so Adam Warlock is in Warfare. Oh, thanks, Jens. I didn't actually make that link. I didn't know that. Okay. Oh, I see your point then.
Yeah.
But
Get
one of the
you.
other, because was it the co-director? He was actually he was in the original real event that it's based on. But anyway, that's the one
Yeah,
film.
yeah. But it's
Sure.
yeah, but it's like when they get Tom Cruise to play Reacher.
Okay, oh, yeah,
You know
you
what
and
I
your
mean?
reach.
Mike,
I guess,
oh, great actor. You know, but
but
might not
not
be
for
the
that
part.
role.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
see
I'm
your
not
point.
saying he's a
It's
shit
like
actor.
getting
I'm
Michael
just
Cera to play Rambo.
wait. What was it? War Zone, is it?
Warfare.
Oh,
It's a bit of a
Warfare.
vague generic title, and they could have called it any number of things like
Oh, I think
Warfare
it's.
in Fallujah.
Let's have a look at the cast. Yeah, we go.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
is what I was thinking. Might not be that one because but Will Poulter, that's his name.
Okay, right. That's Adam Warlock.
This dude here, yeah.
Right.
Will
Well
Poulter
done, Ian.
plays Adam. Well, I'll show you.
Oh,
What's this?
Flashback to Mars there, Jens.
Yeah. Uh, well, yeah, that's his. Yeah, Will Porter plays Adam Warlock in the Marvels.
So
Well,
he's
shows
sit-
how many images and that. Yep, there we go. That's him as like Warlock. yeah. There's the comparisons. Yeah. Look, but he didn't do too bad as Warlock though, because like he was supposed to be sort of like a fucking.
from Warlock to Warfare, but Jens isn't interested.
Well, it's a Marvel film, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's painted gold. He's supposed to have superpowers. You know what I mean?
What, in Warfare? No, he's got an M16
No,
and a car.
as Warlock. You know what I mean? So like,
Oh,
yeah,
I
you know what I
sorry,
mean? Yeah.
deliberately misunderstanding for comic effect.
Well, as you say, innit? It's like Superman. You don't have to be real big if you're so powerful.
Well,
But
remember exactly. Henry Cavill should be playing Batman. Exactly. Woody Allen should be playing Superman. If you've never read the comics, he
but
doesn't get his power from his muscles. He gets it from the yellow sun because he's from Krypton.
but like
Good call, Jens.
yeah, like but I don't know. In that like um
I'll tell you what, Nicolas Cage as Superman. That's
warfare
now you're
film. Oh
talking with a mullet. That's what I want to see.
shit.
Not the new fugly Superman.
Um,
No one wants to see that shit.
so I've got fucking. I should have shared it, but yeah, there's him. I say like
Sharing is
his suit
caring.
makes him look a bit musclier, if you know what I mean. But that's all padding and that shit. So and like yeah, he just looks like a right side cunt in that war fucking fair film. So, as I say, if I was going into battle and I saw a dude like him, and if he was talking like he'd fucking seen some action and that, I'd be all right. Yeah, maybe he just looks a side cunt. But even in that one, yeah, they're all he's an amateur in that and all this shit. I'm not going fucking. I'm not even going into a fucking supermarket with this side cunt in case he gets it.
You wouldn't
Never
trust him
mind the
to cover your back
Warzone.
in the grocery section.
Yeah. Hey, you seen a few fucking rumbles and tumbles in America nowadays in supermarkets?
Well,
All
I think
kicking
that's where Monty Python were ahead of the curve because back in 1969 they did a whole skit about what to get, how to react if you get attacked by different types of fruit. Remember that one? See that?
No.
That's not funny now, is it? No, it's a documentary.
Well, yeah.
What happens if you get attacked by a man welding a pineapple? What would you do then?
Yeah. Make sure just the pineapple because they're fucking
Put it
spiky.
on a pizza.
Yeah. Slice it up and get some ham.
Oh, pineapple pizza. I love it.
Mm. Oh yeah, yeah.
Especially because it winds people up. I love it even more
Mm.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking healthy and all. So then people don't like pineapple pizza usually because they don't like fruit at all.
Get so bent out of shape over it. It's not even whether I like it or not. It's just it's my right to have it. If you out there don't like pineapple pizza, good for you. But don't stop me having my fun for fuck's sake. Next
Mm.
they'll be going after the anchovies next. Oh, I like the anchovies. Because
Well,
they
we
remind me of
because we're fucking British, we've had fucking
yeah.
pork gammon with a pineapple and maybe a little cherry in the middle.
And
If we
sometimes
had
we might
fucking,
eat it with a knife and fork because we're civilized.
oh yeah, always.
I mean, sometimes you like to use your fingers, but same with
Not
eating a
much.
pizza.
Oh yeah, well pizza, but I'm saying a bit of gammon, pork gammon or whatever.
Mm.
Um,
Oh, oh, don't
yeah,
have to make another sandwich in a minute.
yeah, with a fucking pineapple ring.
Mhm. Ring.
Yeah,
Snack time.
yeah. Oh, I'll tell you something though. Them dirty bastards that have like fucking salad cream on fucking like
Easy now.
whatever.
Yeah, I'll put the cream on myself,
Salad
thanks.
cream and beans or whatever.
Mm. Cream of mushroom, not
Even
bloody
though salad
lightly.
cream and beans is like
Save the cream
uh,
for after dinner. Lick yours,
yeah.
mind your own business.
But there's like some people like yeah, fucking I'm like
Don't get me hungry now, Jens. Mm.
disgusting like habits, but pineapple is not one of them.
No, as I say, the main reason to put pineapple on pizza is just to wind up people, especially ones that want to stop me having my pineapple related fun. Expressing myself,
Mm.
my freedom of pizza speech, choosing the toppings that I want.
Yeah. I like fucking any topping really, apart from fucking
Pilchards.
pepperoni.
You don't like pepperoni on a pizza? That's standard. Why not? What's wrong with you? What you
Gives
got
me
against
heartburn.
pepperoni?
It don't taste too bad, like, but it gives me heartburn
Okay, fair enough.
if I have too much of it. Yeah, like maybe if it's got like about 4 or 5 fucking pepperoni bits on it and they're smallish, then yeah. But if it's a fucking one of them pepperoni feasts where it's just fucking full of pepperoni, like fuck.
Mm. Well, that's the beauty of the pizza. You like the variety. That's why several. All this talk of pizza, Jens. More food.
Okay. All right. Well, okay.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Around the topics of like, because I say I gotta get to that fucking because I know the difference between the book and the film anyway. Obviously,
Transmedia canonical
yeah.
verisimilitude. Indeed, they're never going to be the same, and let's all get used to it. Everyone knows that,
Mm.
apart from those 4 twits that you had on your show about 3 or
Oh yeah,
4 episodes ago.
oh yeah. Well, Casey just reminded me there again, Captain. Because remember when he said, "Oh yeah, oh well, the book does say that Melina, the
Yep,
sleazy,
and demure
demure,
and sleazy. Yeah, that's right. She's got a
demure.
twin sister that's a
No,
supermodel.
sleazy and demure, not demure and sleazy. It's
Oh,
sleazy
that's getting
and demure.
pretty precise. Does the order
Yeah.
matter that much? She's got to be demure then sleazy, not
No, she's
sleazy
always
then
no, she's
demure.
always sleazy first.
Fuck me. I mean, I like precision, Jens. I didn't realise you were that up on your details. Well done.
Yeah, because Arnie's always fucking, or Quaid, should I say? He's always wanted a bit of sleaze because he's married to fucking Sharon Stone, isn't he? So you
Yeah.
know what I
Well, the
mean.
real Arnie, he got but one of each, didn't he? He got married to that
Yeah.
Maria Shriver, Demure, and then he knocked up the maid, Sleazy.
Mm. Well, getting back to
Fiction. Total Recall.
yeah, really cool fucking very big showed, but
Transmedia Canonical Verisimilitude.
yeah, um,
I'm going to have to reread or reread. We can remember it for you wholesale because I can't remember it for myself wholesale. So I'm going to have to read it again.
oh well, I'll do a quick fucking thingy because like
Are
what
you going to
happens is
incorporate it into your review?
yeah, well now
Yeah.
because as I say fucking
Yeah,
I'm
I fucking told you.
because I sort of like knew a bit because like I'd watched a few of these videos and you know they'd gone through the plot line, but I never fucking read the book, and I still haven't read the book, but I got someone to read it to me. That
I didn't
fucking
really.
yeah, they do a fucking
What's her name?
lot. Some of them are a bit shit, you know, because they're not proper fucking readers. But it's basically just
Well, we got ourselves a
just some
reader.
nobody going book by so and so. So and so went to so and so, and then so and so did so and so, and until gets to the end, and they're like, and so said so and so. The end, sort of thing. And
Read
then
with gusto.
yeah, and so it's like a fucking book read, but you know, it's someone that's like fucking because like the person I fucking because I do you want me to bring it up to show you
Yeah,
the
go on. I'll tell you while you're doing that, a quick anecdote. I was actually going to get someone to come over and read me a bedtime story of the novelization of The Usual Suspects, but then she failed to show up, Jens. She was an
oh
unreliable narrator.
yeah, hey, well, I take this someone. So
Yeah,
someone,
go
yeah,
on.
there probably will be someone because like that is like a quite famous sort of book and that. So there will be probably someone who has read it and that. I don't know if it'll be a woman, but there might be a woman one. You never know.
A
But
woman?
yeah. Because like mainly the ones I think
Fucking
is
hell.
dudes. You know, because like the stories I want to hear is usually dude story, but you know, like
Yeah.
usual suspects, it's like women. But uh, give us a minute though, Captain. If you could, I just need to get a drink.
Yeah, go on then. I'll vamp for you. So anyway, there's
Yeah,
three timelines in Back to the Future, folks, all on screen. Don't listen to Jens and his 6 off-screen timelines. That's nonsense, but that's all right. We like to indulge him. He's got a poster and everything, so you might as well give it a go. But anyway, that Troy, if you're out there, oh, he won't be listening now. I bet that Troy Pacelli just tuned into the first 20 minutes so he could listen to his fucking name getting mullered by my mouth, isn't it? Ah, it doesn't matter as long as you get your fizzog on the goggle box, eh, Troy? Never mind. Yep. Soy nerd bitches soiling their britches when you dare to disagree with them about one thing. Blade Runner 2049 isn't canon. It's nowhere near canon. It doesn't count. It's head canon. It's a fan fiction. It's bullshit. Never mind. Banner, banner, bow. Third floor, potted plants and lingerie. Hmm? So, yep, 3 timelines on screen. And of course, if you're following Jens, 6 more timelines off screen. Oh, Back to the Future. And no sequels. Everyone knows that, even 70s rock fan. Thank you. Banner, banner, bow. Anyone in the chat? I wouldn't know. I was following on another device, but with the inclement weather, I better not chance it with the internet, isn't it? Where's Jens going for that drink? Timbuktu? What are you doing? Making coffee, Jens? I'll have a cappuccino. Thanks very much. Nah, bless Jens though. I'm only going to give him a compliment when you can't hear me, but thank goodness for Jens giving me a platform right here on this channel, so I can basically get it out of my system, get it off my chest, folks. I need to be slagging off soy nerd bitches because they won't brook any disagreement, not on their show. They don't like it up and do they, folks? No, you can say what you like as long as it's I agree with the host. Troy. I use facts and opinions synonymously. They're synonymous. And don't you dare disagree with Professor Raquel Briggs. She'll have your guts for garters. She'll write you a nice paragraph about what a cunt you are and then block you before you can say, no, I didn't. Oh dear, oh dear. Welcome to YouTube, the finest, most upstanding, friendly, genuine people that aren't just after you for an ego trip and your fucking money, or in Scotty's case, a fucking hand job backstage. You know what I mean? Allegedly. And he's back. Perfect timing, Jens.
Yeah, okay. Just need to go to the
Indeed. No. That's just a bunch of politics. You've been reading too many of those newspapers up in that Washington, D.C. With your brothers in arms, not the barbarians at the gate. That's all from Hateful Eight, folks. Hateful Eight, the Dingus scene. Did it happen? That's right, the blowy and the snowy. Is it real? You tell me. Because you know, when you're watching the Hateful Eight, like all movies, it's a fucking documentary, effectively. So what are you drinking, Jens?
Oh, just lime juice.
Slime juice?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, lime is happening.
Oh, lime. I thought you said slime. Very good.
No, lime juice. Lime.
Just lime, nothing else in it, like a beer.
Oh, water. Like, look at this, like the diluted one.
Water?
You know,
What next? Soybean juice? You're drinking water, Jens? I thought you'd at least have a gin and tonic.
No.
Taking it easy today. I guess it is the morning. A little bit early, but thanks anyway. By the way, unless any hot chicks come on, I think 2 hours should about do it. What do you reckon?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Excellent. Because it's, well, I was about to say because it's quite late at night here, but as if that's going to make any difference, as if I sleep at any particular time of day. I'm too busy to sleep. Mind you, I've got to get me coughing sometimes. Oh, what we got here then?
The audio book. We can remember it for you wholesale by Philip K. Dick. Audio book.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that cover.
Yeah. I think it's a thingy one. A 3.
AI?
It says volume 3. So the complete stories of Philip K. Dick, volume 3, it says.
Yeah, because there are several volumes. I actually haven't got all of. Oh, I'd have to get up and check. But yeah, I think it is volume 3. Let's assume you're right. Oh, no, fuck it, I'll check. The re-rub audience will like to have their facts presented correctly. We're not just any channel here. Let me see. We've got, we can remember it for your wholesale is volume 5 on the printed ones. You've got the Days of Perky Pat. That's volume 4. And second variety.
Yeah, it's what volume 5. Yeah, no, it's what volume 5. I just
glad I checked. Very good.
Yeah. It looked like volume 3, but that's because they did that 5 real fucking dodgy.
I use 3 and 5 synonymously. They are synonymous.
But anyway, it's on for like 50 odd minutes or 50 minutes, sort of thing.
Okay.
Couldn't speak, but hopefully there won't be any music. But here's a sort of like taster.
Go on, actually getting to Mars. You can't afford it, and what is much more important, you could never qualify as an undercover agent for Interplan or anybody else. This is the only way you can achieve your lifelong dream.
Yeah,
That's read with gusto, isn't it? A lot of
yeah,
personality. brings to that
you're
performance.
right. Yeah, but as I say, it's like
Like
on
listening to
YouTube.
Sex Talk with Scotty. I am
Yeah.
really enjoying taking off your bra slowly.
We will go into the what's it called?
Bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh goody, 2 women I can disappoint.
Yeah, it's all like the audio book anyway, yeah. So it's all about a dude who killed ambassador or something on Mars and an important like leader on Mars. Well,
Right.
the agency was working for fucking like think he might be like fucking not happy about it and that and think he might fucking do something and that. So like instead of killing him, they give him the memory of him just being a normal dude. Well, like in the film,
Yeah.
because subconsciously he's sort of like wants to be a fucking agent
Secret agent.
in that. Yeah, that because he is sort of thing.
Right.
He goes to recall, and then it's a bit like in the film where he's like, "You blow me cover" and that, but then he finds out.
No, you blew my cover. Just
Yeah.
shut the fuck up. Yeah.
And then he finds out like he shot some dude on Mars and that, and then they're gonna kill him again. But because they're saying, "Oh yeah, you keep on breaking your like
Breaking the
mind."
cover because he keeps remembering.
Yeah, well, you keep wanting to go to Mars and that shit, and
Like
that,
a
and
subconscious desire.
yeah. So you subconsciously, it is always, and so like it says, well, the best they can do on that, see if it works, is they'll give him a great sort of responsibility of like these aliens fucking
Right.
liked him, and so they're not going to invade Earth and that. And
That's it. That's the 3rd level of reality, the alien invasion storyline. Yep.
yeah, and so the film, the short story ends where Quill is thinking,
quail.
yeah, Quail,
Like the egg. Yeah.
Quail, yeah,
but not quail.
Quail is thinking that when he was like 7 or 8 or something, he found some aliens that then liked him and then fucking won't invade Earth because he's there. And so that's so much of a grandiosus that he can just sort of like stay on Earth thinking, oh yeah, I've just got to stay on it. And so like basically the film ends with Quail in recall sort of like memory, well, of him thinking he's the savior of the earth.
Right. I'm good. It's been a good. I don't think I've read that story since the previous century ends. I have to go back and recall it for myself wholesale. Indeed.
Yeah. But what I was going to say though, it backs up my theory that it's not a dream, or if it is a dream, it's showing you that it is. Well, if it's a recall, fucking.
No, then it did happen. That's what I remember about.
Yeah. At the end of the film, he is on a memory implant, which the book shows you that he is on a memory implant. So, in the film, if it was a memory implant, you'd see sort of like them back, like at the thingy with him, just thinking he's like saved the world. Where fucking
because it's imagination, but because it's real.
Yeah. It just ends. The film ends because it's like fucking. There we go. That's the end of the film. What more do you want? Do you want to see? The fucking bad
do you want the director to come on screen and explain it to you?
Yeah. So like, it's one of them where is clearly shown in the fucking book but the book is totally
real.
What he chose, like it is real that he's got a memory implant of him thinking he's fucking the savior, and so the end of it shows you, oh, that is real. Where in the film it shows you that isn't real, because in the book Quill is always Quill, where in the film
he's fucking Hauser.
Hauser is the original person, and so
right, everything's real except Quaid.
Yeah, so Quaid is sort of like fucking the memory implant that fucking, as I say, at the end of the film, that's who fucking
on 2 hours.
Yeah, it's Quaid. Well, it's Hauser who fucking thinks he's Quaid because he's got Quaid's memories.
So in the film, everything's real apart from Quaid because he's Hauser. But in the story, Quail is Quail. He's not Hauser.
Yeah. In the story, Quail is Quail because the really sort of like plot line I could see, the major plot line to what I could see to the book was that Quail, for some reason, didn't want to remember him killing this
dude.
Fucking, well, no more than a dude, or it wasn't
alien?
the king. It wasn't the king of Mars, but the president of Mars or someone. It was some important dude that the company hired him to do because he was a secret agent and that. So he was working for like Cohagen and that. So like he did Cohagen's fucking job, and then he for some reason he didn't like. I'm not like the book doesn't really tell you the exact reason why he fucking didn't like the fact that he killed someone. Maybe it was because fucking it was his first kill, you know, like his first sort of
you never forget your first time.
Yeah. And so maybe it's one of them where he wished he never did it. And so the company, as I say, they think Quill is fucking too much of a liability, that if he's not going to fucking work for them no more, which he don't want to do, that is they're going to kill him. But because they like him and that, they like think, right, well, fuck it, we'll just give him a memory of him fucking being just a normal fucking Joe.
Right, instead of bumping him off.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to reread that story, Jens, to understand the movie better, or movies.
Yeah. Well, two different sort of like things is one of them where the book story is where fucking Quail just wants to go back into the fucking memory fucking
the memory hole.
Yeah. Well, like as I say, it's one of them where he just wants to forget that he killed somebody. He worked for the government and killed someone and that, and so his best option, instead of, because like as I say, because the company that he's working for see him as a fucking loose end and that,
a liability,
yeah,
because he might blab. You blabbed, Quail.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit like that in the book where they do come and instead of it being his workmates that fucking see him and that, and like,
government representatives or something.
Yeah. So like the fucking cops and what the task force, that fucking
the feds,
yeah,
government goons. God, you really have gone into it, Jens. Most impressive. I've got high hopes for your 4-hour video, your forthcoming deconstruction of Total Recall, Jens. We're expecting a lot.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna go because now, as I say, I know the difference between the book and the story, and basically, both the book and the story use the
You mean the
mind.
story in the film?
Yeah. The book and the film, sorry. Like they both use they recall fucking mind fucking implants,
Yeah.
but in the book, fucking Quail is happy to be fucking wiped of his original memory.
Right. Where in
In
the
the film,
movie?
in the film,
Yeah.
Hauser, he won't be fucking happy to have his memory fucking
Right, because he was expecting to become Hauser again afterwards. He just
yeah,
wanted to become Quay
exactamundo.
temporarily,
Yeah,
suck the arse off Laurie for a few weeks.
yeah. And so, like, now I know the
Find
difference
Quattro,
between
go home.
yeah. So now I know the difference between the book and the film, but the both fucking like endings are clear on what happens, and so
Right.
there's
There's no vagueness, and anyone that
no,
thinks it's vague hasn't got a clue.
yeah.
See, it's so nice when we see things the same way because it confirms that we must be correct. Well, on that note, Jens, that was so exciting. We've bust through the 2 hour mark. If we keep talking much longer, we're going to have to go to 3 hours. And I need my beauty sleep. I need to cry myself to sleep after the horrible way I got treated by Troy Pacelli and Professor Raquel Briggs. This endless bullying.
So you
On the
bitches,
YouTube.
yeah, I told you, why you fucking off? Yeah, I'll tell you something.
You're right. It's hanging around with soy nerd bitches. It
I
always
know
leads to disappointment. I don't want to be prejudiced, Jens. I got hope for these people.
No, but
I like.
you're like one of these fucking women that go out with fucking
What
badass.
you think? It's an abusive relationship. I keep going back.
Yeah. And then
I'm like the Emmanuel Macron of YouTube.
Yeah, and then and then when you get slapped around, you come to me as a sort of like fucking way to
It was
funnel your
nothing.
fucking
It is fake news.
yeah. I'm like fucking Jeremy Kyle or fucking whatever. Where I have to listen to how you're being treated and then slag off the cunts.
There you go. Well, exactly. If Troy Pacelli and Professor Raquel Briggs want to come
You
on,
think that's how you treat a
give their
fucking
side of
guest?
the story.
So you think it's fucking clever just fucking talking about how you think fucking Deckard's not a replicant, but when someone fucking says he is, oh, you fucking won't even read their comment out. Do you think that's how the way you're supposed to treat your fucking audience like that?
This week on Jens Kyle. Brilliant.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to do that. Apart from like Jerry.
No,
well, like, yeah, no, well, they'll probably fucking thingy, won't they? Like, because like Jeremy Kyle got fucking thingy, didn't he?
Fired?
Sort of.
Knighted.
You know, fired sort of thing. The show got cancelled because some dude who failed the lie detector. And Jeremy Kyle was giving him shit like, oh, yeah, you say you haven't cheated, but all the lie detector says it. And don't talk to me like you fucking haven't cheated. We know you've cheated, all this shit. Right? Well, he probably hadn't cheated. Or if the dude hadn't cheated, he probably would have cheated. He'd give him the chance. But anyway, this dude.
Oh, technicality, he was faithful because he couldn't get laid.
Yeah. Could have been, but anyway.
Lack of opportunity.
Because this dude, this dude who failed the fucking lie detector in that, his missus and that, whatever, she was fucking probably giving him shit like, oh, you failed and that. So he topped himself. And then they blamed it on Jeremy Kyle, saying, oh, Jeremy Kyle went with fucking. But it's like, fuck it.
That did escalate quickly.
Oh, well, fucking. You think how Jeremy Kyle felt when he was like, next day or what?
He should have interviewed himself on the show.
It'll be next week. Well, it'd been probably about a week later or whatever. fucking comes into the studio and like, oh yeah, you remember fucking Frank or whatever from last week? Who you said like is a lying bastard? You know he's cheating.
What, now he's lying 6 foot
It
under.
clearly
You
says
made him
on the
cry.
card or whatever. Oh, he topped himself.
Damn. Well, folks, on that cheery note.
Yeah, I reckon the dude is going to top himself anyway. Like, it was just an excuse, probably.
Well, on that note, I'm going to suddenly disappear, Jens.
Yeah, well, cheers for putting on Cap too. Well, your cheers for doing like.
What, cheers for having me on. Yeah, it was. You're very gracious, Jens, especially at this time of night. No, that was a good one. That's. I mean, let's see if I can actually stay off the airwaves for 24 hours, because at this rate, it's not going to happen. But yeah, thanks very much. Yeah. Thanks for letting me have that moan. And Troy Pacelli, if you're out there, or any of your representatives. Troy. Soy Pacelli, or Professor Raquel Briggs.
Troy.
Yeah, no hard feelings, guys. It's all done with love. All right, cheers, Jens. Everyone subscribe to Jens. Get your mates to listen on the re-rub. 100 views per video. And I will see you all next Tuesday. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers for being on, Captain. And cheers to Bob for watching. Cheers to George for watching. And I'll be doing the stream next Tuesday and that, if not one before. Cheers. Thanks. Bye. Cheers, watching.